that you've had through the 30s. And I don't know if you noticed on the back of our t-shirts, we have all of the years. So girls want to take a spin, so everybody come to see how many years. So from 1986 to 2016, including current players of the JV varsity Irish. Okay. I also want to recognize some former assistant coaches. We have Lisa Zellers, who I believe was your first assistant in 1986. And then my senior year in 1991, Nancy Easter. And then Janet Moore, but I'm not sure what years. It's on the back of her shirt, I think. 91 and 94. And then John Jordan, you're part of this. And it's an assistant coach. Are there any other assistants? He's had quite a few through the 30 years. Are there any other assistants? Todd McKinney, were you an assistant? You were, I can see. Come on out. Todd McKinney. Anybody else that we're missing? Oh, wait, yes. Probably the most important assistant, Brent Kell, the lifetime assistant coach. Come out, Audrey. We all need to thank Audrey. She's been an assistant to all of us, being our mom, older sister for us older ones probably, taking care of us as well as Coach Kell. And thank you, Megan and Haley, for loaning your dad to all of us through the years. He's been a wonderful man. Thank you, Audrey.
Coach, you just announced your retirement a couple of weeks ago, and, well, we didn't have much time to plan an appropriate retirement party or banquet that you so deserve, but we have a few things to say to you. You've got 30 years of Tiger alumni here, and you've got many more watching from home that wish you well. So with that being said, do we have any thank you music? Just a little thank you music, please. Jason, can you help us out? Can you find us some thank you music? Thank you, random pole in Springfield fast food parking lot, for not being a car or person when Coach Kell asked us if there were any cars behind us on the way to basketball camp. The abrupt stop in need of a new bumper was worth our honesty that there were no cars or people that were back there.
Thank you, Coach Kell, for that dinosaur cell phone that always went off in practice. And we all got to be our little Thank you, Clipboard Factory, for your endless supply to replace thrown clipboards. And thank you to the lines in the court for always being there to touch during our many days of conditioning. Thank you, arms, for crossing highways to prevent his hands from strangling any of us.
Thank you for your seemingly endless patience as we sang loudly and badly on this long bus ride. Thank you for the many nicknames you gave us over the years. I wasn't for sure if you didn't know my name was Brent.
And thank you, Eagle Stat Keeper, for keeping track of how many shots we missed in the paint.
Thank you, aerodynamically built loafer shoe, for your ability to fly across the locker room and avoid all the players as you kicked the ice bucket.
to the Kell family for sharing your husband and dad with all the teams throughout the years.
Thank you, Expo Marker Company, for inventing a pen that never seems to run out.
Thank you, Dry Erase Board, for taking a meeting when we didn't run the play like they were drawn up. Thank you, Coach, for teaching us to never give up, even though we all really knew that there was no way we were going to win.
Thank you, metal chairs, for giving Coach something to kick when we weren't getting the job done.
Thank you for making us shoot free throws after suicides just to keep it real.
Thank you, Jim Hardwood Floors, for holding up the massive amount of stomps that Coach Kell has given you over the past 30 years.
Thank you, Coach, for teaching us that it's not just about the numbers, it's about the quantity.
Thank you, Coach, for leaving the practice schedule out where I could always find it and prepare myself for either 15-1s or scrimmages. Thank you for making me hate the word turnover. It's kept me slim. Thank you, bathroom stall, for getting Coach Kell trapped before this game.
Well, it came to my attention that there was an artist in your family, so we consulted that artist and have something for you. Haley has crafted you a canvas that says, an excellent coach, hard to find, difficult to part with, and impossible to forget. Thank you for a great career, Coach Kell. Lady Tigers alumni, 1986 to 2016.
Hello? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, this is special. When I announced retirement, I told my wife I don't want anything special. I just want to fade off into the sunset. But after seeing you all make long trips, I know several of you made long trips here, and that's very, very special. I always told, I think every team that I hope that you learn more than just basketball. You learn a little bit about and how to keep this thing running. I hope, and I think that seeing you here tonight, I've been able to make an impact on you, and I hope, that everything's better because of it. I know there's lots of lessons that you can learn in sports, and just you being here, it means an awful lot. And I just want to thank each of you. I'm sure this was my wife's idea. Was not? Okay. That surprised me. Patty and Heather. All right. Thank you, guys. So we can come out on top tonight, but you guys being here, it makes my evening a lot better. We lost a tough one, but I want to thank you all for taking your time, and I know several of you travel a long distance. So if you'll hang around for a little bit, we'll talk a little bit, and say thank you personally. Thank you.
One last little. Tigers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Coach, were you surprised when you walked out of the locker room after this game and saw all your former players? There was a lot of them that came out tonight to show you some love.
Yeah, I mean, I knew they were here. I wasn't sure what was going on. I kind of thought something might be. We didn't stay in the locker room real long, but yeah, it was a real surprise at the start of the game. I knew something was up, but I really don't know what to say. It's pretty overwhelming. The number of girls that came back, and I got memories of all of them.
What does it mean to know that you've had an impact in their lives such that they would take time to come back and honor you? I mean, I know you never make it about that, but now that you can reflect on that, what does it mean to have these girls here tonight? Or ladies, I guess. They're not all girls anymore.
Yeah, no, they're all mostly mamas now. It does mean a lot. It's that's what a coach tries to do. You want to win ball games, of course, but there's a bigger picture than that too, and you just hope that you can make an impact on the kids. We take a little bit of time, if not every practice, out of some practices, and talk a little bit about just life, and because that this is temporary, but after they're done playing, there's a whole lot more life out there, and you just hope that you can impart some knowledge or wisdom, that at some point when they're having difficulty in their life, they can look back and say, hey, we did this, I can make it through anything, and Coach told me this, and we can make it through. So, but it's special. It really is.
A lot of them shared a lot of funny stories. I want to hear the story about backing up and hitting something. What was that story about, and when was that?
We were coming back from Bolivar team camp in the summer, and the girls wanted to stop at the mall. So we stop at the mall, and we're going to eat lunch, but we go ahead and eat, and we come back out and get in the bus, and it's a mini bus, a little short bus. Mm-hmm. And I just look over my shoulder, and I said, guys, is there anything behind us or any cars behind us? And Amy Bowes, she said, no, there's no cars behind us. So I back up, and I'm not going real fast. It's just a bump, but I hit a light pole. And I whirl around. I mean, I'm ticked. And I said, I thought you said there was nothing behind us. She said, you said is there any cars? They knew I wasn't going to hit it very hard.
Right,
I put a little dent in the bumper, but it was a funny story. I couldn't say anything to that. I did. I said, is there any cars back there? No.
A coach's legacy is in the ball games, but I'm sure all the moments like those and all the memories of practices and locker rooms and trips and back and forth to games, I'm sure those are really the ones that leave a lasting memory with you, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's the memories that you make. It's like that story that I've got thousands of stories. The kids, we're going to write a book at one time of all my crazy sayings that I say because I can't remember names very well, and it's I've got a name for just about every kid that I can think of it real quick. But just the memories that you make is special. That's the special part. We've won some ball games, but the special thing is seeing these kids come back. And, they had other things they could have been doing tonight, but they took the time out to do that, and I appreciate that a great deal. That means a lot.
Well, Coach, let's talk a little about this ball game tonight. Two undefeated teams in the SCA, both 3-0, and kind of knew tonight was going to give someone the edge in what would be the conference crown, and Salem sneaks out of here with a 63-55 victory. Just your thoughts on tonight's ball game and how that played out.
Well, it was pretty emotional. I didn't feel like we played great tonight, and they've got a lot to do with it. Curly, she's a load. I mean, and then Bailey, when she's in there, she's hard to stop. But Curly is just a special player. She knows when to turn it on, and she finds the open man if they're covered. And we just had a hard time doing anything with her. We weren't prepared to play a box and one, and that's what we really needed to do. But we hadn't had a lot of time to practice or anything since Saturday night. They had 3 practices under their belt since they last played, preparing for us. That's not an excuse. That's just reality, and we knew that. But then when you need to go to something special and you haven't practiced it in a long time, you're afraid to. And we really needed to go play a box on her, and I just didn't feel comfortable. And Coach Jordan and I talked about it, and we said we'd probably give up easy ones inside. So, when we went up 6 there in the second half, I really thought that we're going to go on. But boy, they hit a couple big shots and right back in it, and then we have a couple turnovers. We couldn't stretch that lead out, get up 4-6, and then they come right back. So credit to them. They're a very good basketball team, well coached, and some very good players on that team.
Girls' reaction in the locker room, I could tell going off the court that they were pretty disappointed.
They were. We really wanted this. Felt whoever won this game tonight was in the driver's seat of the SCA, and they really wanted this year to be that special year, and to put a crown up there. And it's not over by any means. I mean, we've got 3 games left, and they've got 3 games left, and they still have to play Willow Springs. It's at Salem, but everybody can beat everybody. I mean, on a given night, you just never know what's going to happen. So we haven't given up, but we're behind the 8 ball now.
Right. Did it take away any sting to come out here and celebrate with your former players?
It
walk
did.
out of that locker room.
It did. I mean, I was really upset. And the kids were, in tears in the locker room, and it was a pretty emotional game. Huge crowd, and they really supported us well. We just couldn't get over that hump. We just couldn't get that lead, and just couldn't go on. And it did take some sting out of the loss, but still, it's all about those kids. This team this year, I appreciate these guys coming out. I really do. And I'm going to go visit with them a little bit, the ones that stuck around for a little bit, and just thank them. But I really don't know what to say. It's just an emotional night, and I appreciate my players. They gave it all. Their all. We came up short. Shots didn't fall when they needed to. We didn't make our free throws tonight down the stretch. That hurt. Not getting some key rebounds, and just not getting Curly, contained. You're not going to stop her, but you can contain her, and we didn't do that tonight.
Well, Coach, I know you got a lot of people that love to talk to you, so we're going to end it tonight. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your night with your former players, and it's quite a celebration. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.